Um, it's basically a pretty realistic slice of life of what life could possibly be like in, I forget, like in between like 100 and 1,000 years from now, when we like begin space colonization. And like there's nothing like super extreme action, you know. It's just like sort of, I don't know. There's action and drama, but it's not like Cowboy Bebop space action, you know. It's like, you know, this is our job and this is what we do for space colonization type of action. It's kind of cool, but they just they just made it fairly realistic, like pretty believable in terms of, you know, yeah, I could see that definitely happening.
Sounds interesting. What was the name again?
um, it's spelled Planet ES, so like planet plural, you know, planets. But I suppose it's the way Pep always said it was Planetes, which is the way it's spelled. I'm not sure if that's really the correct pronunciation or not. Oh, okay, so it's the year 2075. So 60 years from now, we start colonizing space, and this is sort of like the slice of life story of the few people in this group that are involved in, um, especially essentially they're space garbage men. They're all astronauts, but instead of doing like cool astronaut things like you might expect from an astronaut, they collect junk from space. Which I think makes it that much better, because we think of astronauts as like this like super amazing thing, and like, you know, 60 years from now, astronauts are going to be like, oh yeah, you know, whatever, you're just a lowly astronaut, you collect junk.
I think it's gonna be a little longer than 60 years from now, but yeah, I get your point.
Yeah, I'm not saying exactly 60 years. That just happens to be
Oh, that's when they chose
setting.
the time period? Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2075 is the time period that they chose for the anime.
I don't know if there's an anime for it, but I read this manga. It's called Huzuki-san Chi no Aniki. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. But it's this very short manga